Hello and welcome to the National Science Learning Centre. Over the next few weeks on the run up to Christmas, we're going to show you some demonstrations that we're going to link together to form a Christmas story. Now, we're going to be doing 4 demonstrations. These demonstrations can be done completely on their own in various topics, in various lessons with various age groups. And they're all really exciting chemistry demonstrations. But what we're going to do over these videos is tie them together into a Christmas story, so you can use them back in school for an exciting chemistry lecture just before Christmas. Now, the theme we're going for is Santa Claus is coming to town. So each one of these demonstrations links together to tell the story of Santa Claus coming to town for Christmas Day to deliver his presents. Now, the first demonstration we're going to do is the endothermic reaction. Now again, this demonstration can be done completely separately and throughout the year, but we're going to use it to start setting the scene for Santa Claus is coming to town. So, for this demonstration, we have a wooden block, a glass rod, a small beaker, some water, and our chemicals. We have ammonium chloride, 11 grams, and barium hydroxide, 32 grams. Now, the endothermic reaction is all about heat energy, and an endothermic reaction takes in heat energy. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some water and put it onto our wooden block. I'm going to put our beaker on. Now, this is the first of our 4 demonstrations, so this demonstration is always about setting the scene for our Christmas lecture. So, Santa Claus is coming to town, but for Santa to come, it needs to be cold, it needs to be icy, it needs to be snowy, it needs to be winter. And this demonstration, because it's all about heat, links into that really nicely. So it's about setting that scene, thinking about us getting all chilly, wrapping up warm, waiting for Santa to deliver his presents on Christmas Day. So we're going to set the scene and get some ice going. So we have our beaker. I'm going to add our barium hydroxide to this beaker. Now this can be quite difficult to get out of the jar because it's quite lumpy. So I'm just going to use my glass rod. Like so. And then I'm going to add my ammonium chloride. So our endothermic reaction is going to set that scene and get us nice and cold for winter. So we just give it a stir, and you can start to see it gets quite mushy and quite liquidy. And you need to stir it around. It gets really, really cold, and you could, if you wanted to, add a data logging thermometer probe to this to actually record the temperature. Gets down to about -34 if you're lucky, but usually cold as a domestic freezer. So, getting back onto our Christmas lecture, we're getting this really nice and cold, we're getting winter coming. And we should, hopefully, have made it cold enough for that water we put on that block to freeze. And that should have frozen our beaker to our wooden block. So we've got this really, really cold. You can actually see the layer of ice underneath. So we've managed to make this cold enough for ice to form. So mimicking winter and mimicking the time for Santa to come to town.